It really feels like I can't die in a plus 13. Hello, friends. They said it couldn't be done, but look, I have 3,000 Mythic Plus points now. For the first time ever. And it's all thanks to the one button rotation. Well, kinda. Let me tell you about that. Well, it all started way back in Karazhan. The first one where we went to the raid. I was tanking on my paladin. I found out about the cast random macro. And so basically what I would do is put all my rotational abilities on that macro and just hope for the best. It really wasn't that good, and I could still play better than the macro could, so I didn't really use it much at the time. But then I quit WoW for about 10 years or something, and when I came back in Shadowlands, I found out about an add-on called Gnome Sequence Editor, or GSE, and that thing actually played pretty well. And for most of Shadowlands, I used that. I got to AOTC on every tier, and KSM for the Mythic Plus side. And I kind of thought that KSM would be about where GSE could take you, so I didn't really push too much further. And all throughout Dragonflight, in Mythic Plus, I would just get KSM, then I would pretty much stop, and I would get AOTC, and maybe one or two Mythic bosses. But I thought that was pretty good for a one-button rotation. But then came the War Within, and they actually came out with the one-button rotation. And so when I added that in with GSE, it could actually play at a much higher level than I could play by pushing the buttons. So I was able to focus more on the mechanics and the routes and grouping mobs together and everything else that goes along with tanking in a Mythic Plus, instead of having to focus on my rotational abilities. And since Shield Block and Ignore Pain are not on the global cooldown, you can always just add those in with the macro to the one button macro. And you can see in the gameplay behind me that the one button rotation keeps you alive really well. It really feels like I can't die in a plus 13. So I actually think that I could push it to a higher key level, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep pushing this season. Next season, I'm going to try to get all 6 tanks up to speed, get them all KSM with the one button, and really see what you can do with it. So if you want to see that, or maybe some guides to the dungeons, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.